So, question 11. This question's our Bronze Award winner for craziness, just because this notion of making two equally spaced repayments each month is just too crazy to comprehend. Anyway, we can cope with it, but it's that, and there's some marks being given away a bit later. So we just thought this was not the best of questions. Anyway, let's have a look. What's going on? We've got a loan for a new house, and we're making repayments of $700 each month, but two equally spaced, which you can't do, but we're guessing what they really mean is 24 payments a year. But even that, you can't really space 24 payments a year equally spaced. Not anyway. Let's move on. So there's two loans, option 1 and option 2. And we've got to describe the benefit of making two repayments of $700 each month instead of one at $1,400. Well, it's all to do with the fact that the interest is calculated daily. So because we're the interim repayment will basically reduce the balance owing by $700 for about half a month, for 15 days. And so you're going to pay slightly less interest over that period of time. Right, let's move on and see what comes next. So then for part B, for option 1, we've got to calculate the loan balance at the end of the first year. And we're getting 3 marks for this. And then we're going to get another couple of marks here for doing the same thing, or basically for working out what is owing in option 1 at the end of 3 years. So we'll need a calculator. Here we go. We're off into the finance app. Let's tidy things up, edit, clear all, okay, and start again in compound interest. So for the first one, we're going to have to make 24 payments over the year. So this is just working out the loan balance at the end of the first year. The interest rate was 2.55. Whoops, wrong spot there. So let's just drag that down and start again up in that one. So the interest rate 2.55 for the first year, which changes. The present value of the loan was, we just scored $325,000, so that's a positive amount. The repayment is going to be negative $700. While we're at it, we're making 24 payments a year, and interest is compounded differently. That's compounded daily, 365. And our job is to work out what the future value is. So you can see this is a pretty good 3 marks. We hit the future value, and there it is. We're obviously going to round it to the nearest dollar and cent. So that will round up to 79 cents there. So there's our loan balance at the end of the first year. And then for the balance after the third year, we basically clear out the present value and copy this one up, get rid of the negative sign, change the interest rate to the updated rate, which goes to 2.99 after 1 year. And otherwise, nothing else is changing. So we tap future value again, and oh, no, we've got to change. It's for 2 years. Hold on, for 48 periods. So then when we solve, that's better. It'll be $301,279.69 again when we sort of back out of that one. So that's the balance at the end of that time with 48, because we needed to go for another 2 years. So once we've got that, the last 3 marks on the question, we've got to determine which option gives the best result for after 3 years and by how much. So now for this 3, we've got to basically work out what would happen with option 2, which was, so here we go. This time we're going for, remember, if you're not sure how many 24s, 24 times 3, which is 72 payments we're going to be making now, you can always do calculations on the line. The interest rate for option 2 was 2.85. The back to the present value was the initial 325,000. We're making payments of 700 still. We're not changing that. And the payments are 24 and compounding the same. So on this option, you can see it's very slightly different, 301,422.81. So our final step is to take the difference between this one and the one before. So I'll just take a copy of that, edit copy, head off into main, paste it into there, and subtract. Hopefully we better round this up to the nearest dollar and cents, 81, and then take away the original value, $301,279.69 for which was option 1. So basically she's better off with option 1 by $143.12. So there's a bit of a workout for the finance app.